Chapter 1. The Challenge. The arena sands burned beneath my boots as I stepped forward, the weight of my plasma-edged sword humming in my grip. Around me, the roars of the alien crowd, scaled, tusked, and armored, echoed through the domed Colosseum. They had come to see blood. They had come to see death. But I wasn't here to die. Across from me stood Zarakai, the champion of the Kroth Dominion. 7 feet tall, her obsidian exoskeleton gleamed under the twin suns, her 4 arms each wielding a different weapon. A curved sickle, a crackling energy whip, a serrated dagger, and a shield made from the hull of a fallen starship. Her 6 crimson eyes locked onto me, unblinking. "You are small," she hissed, her voice like grinding metal. "You are weak. The Kroth do not waste time on prey." I tightened my grip on my sword. "Then why did you accept my challenge?" Her mandibles twitched in what might have been amusement. "Because your kind fascinates me. Humans. You fight when you should flee. You stand when you should kneel. I will enjoy breaking you." The gong sounded. She moved like lightning, her whip lashing out, the energy crackling toward my face. I ducked, rolling to the side as her sickle carved the air where my neck had been. The crowd roared. This was what they wanted. A human, outmatched, scrambling in the dirt. But I wasn't scrambling. I was learning. Every warrior has a rhythm. Pattern. Zarakai was aggressive, relentless, but she favored her left side when she struck. Her shield arm was slower, her defense just a fraction weaker there. I feinted right, then pivoted, my blade slashing upward. She blocked with her shield, but the impact forced her back, the first time she had retreated. The crowd fell silent. Zarakai's eyes narrowed. "A lucky strike." I grinned. "Let's find out." Chapter 2. The Turning Tide. The battle raged. Her whip coiled around my leg, searing through my armor, but I yanked hard, pulling her off balance. My sword clashed against her sickle, sparks flying as our weapons locked. "You fight well for a human," she admitted, breathing heavily. "You talk too much for a warrior," I shot back. With a snarl she lunged, all 4 arms striking at once. I parried 2 blows, dodged a third, but the 4th, her dagger, grazed my ribs. Blood seeped through my armor, but I barely felt it. Adrenaline burned through me. I countered with a brutal overhead strike, forcing her shield up. Then, in the split second her guard was raised, I swept her legs out from under her. Zarakai hit the sand hard. Before she could recover, I planted a boot on her chest, my sword at her throat. The Colosseum erupted. For a long moment she stared up at me, her crimson eyes unreadable. Then, to my shock, she lowered her weapons. I yield. The crowd went silent. The Kroth did not surrender. Ever. And yet she had. Chapter 3. The Oath. The warlords of the Kroth were furious. Their champion, defeated by a human. Unthinkable. They demanded her execution for dishonor. But Zarakai knelt before me, her head bowed. "By the laws of my people," she said, voice steady, "my life is yours. I pledge myself to you, human. My blade, my strength, my honor. All are yours to command." I stared at her. "You're serious?" She looked up, her gaze burning with resolve. "I do not break my word." The warlords drew their weapons. "This is an abomination," one roared. "No Kroth serves a lesser species." Zarakai rose, turning to face them. "Then you will have to kill me to stop it." A tense silence followed. Then, one by one, the warlords backed down. As we left the arena, Zarakai walked beside me, her weapons sheathed, her posture that of a sworn guardian. "Why?" I asked. "You could have fought. You could have won." She tilted her head. "Perhaps. But strength is not just in victory. It is in knowing when to bend. You showed me that, human. Smirk. You're going to be trouble, aren't you? Her mandibles twitched again. Undoubtedly. And with that, the deadliest warrior of the Croth Dominion became my ally. The galaxy would never see us coming. Chapter 4. The Warlord's Revenge. The Croth Dominion did not take humiliation lightly. 3 cycles after my victory in the arena, their warships descended upon the outpost where Zarakai and I had taken refuge. The sky burned with the crimson glow of their thrusters, and the ground trembled as drop pods slammed into the earth, disgorging an army of Croth shock troopers. Zarakai stood beside me on the rooftop, her 4 arms flexing, her weapons already drawn. "They will not let me live," she said, her voice calm. "And they will make sure you die slowly for what you've done." I checked the charge on my plasma rifle. "Then we'll just have to disappoint them." The first wave hit like a storm. Croth warriors, clad in reinforced exoskeletons, stormed the compound, their energy blades carving through steel. Zarakai moved like a hurricane, her sickle severing limbs, her whip cracking skulls. I fought at her side, my rifle spitting superheated bolts into the advancing horde. But there were too many. A plasma grenade detonated near us, throwing me off my feet. My vision swam as a Croth warlord, Vexthel, the one who had demanded Zarakai's execution, loomed over me. His serrated spear raised for the kill. "Pathetic human," he spat. "You should have died in the arena." Before he could strike, a black blur intercepted him. Zarakai slammed into Vexthal with the force of a meteor, her sickle carving deep into his shoulder. They crashed into the wall, trading brutal blows, but she was faster. With a final vicious twist, she buried her dagger in his throat. The remaining Croth hesitated. Their leader was dead. Zarakai turned to them, her voice a thunderous command. "Leave. Or join him." One by one, the warriors retreated. Chapter 5. A New Path. In the aftermath, the outpost was in ruins, but we were alive. Zarakai knelt beside me, her armored hand gripping my shoulder. "You fought well," she said. I coughed, wiping blood from my lips. "Yeah, well, I had a good teacher." She tilted her head, studying me. "You are different from the others of your kind. And you're not like the rest of the Croth." A silence stretched between us, heavy with unspoken understanding. Then she did something I had never seen before. She laughed. It was a rough, grating sound like metal scraping stone, but it was genuine. "Where do we go now?" she asked. I looked up at the stars. "Anywhere we want." She nodded. "Then we go together." And with that, the deadliest warrior of the Croth Dominion and the human who had bested her walked into the unknown, side by side. The galaxy would never be the same.